So this week we're talking about probability and how that affects our lives and reflecting on the article that we read. So I did just want to tell you a quick story about something that I deal with that has to do with probability and how that affects my life. I have something called hepatic adenomas, which are liver tumors. They are affected by estrogen, and I got them from taking oral contraceptives. Now, between the years of 1907 and 1954, there were no reports of hepatic adenomas to the Mayo Clinic. Then oral contraceptives were introduced to the market in the 1960s, and that's when we started seeing higher reports of them. To give you a little bit background on the probability of getting these, if you don't take oral contraceptives, your probability is 1 in 1.3 million. If you've taken oral contraceptives for a period of time, it goes up to 3.4 in 100,000. And then if you've taken them for 5 to 7 years, it goes up by 5-fold. If you've taken them for over 9 years, it goes up by 25-fold. And I took my oral contraceptives for approximately 10 years when I was diagnosed with the adenomas. I was in the hospital for an unrelated reason, and they did an ultrasound of my organs. Unfortunately, they found them because I was able to stop taking the contraceptives, which allowed the adenomas to get smaller and basically eliminated my risk. The risk associated with those is that if they get big enough, they can rupture and basically you can hemorrhage. So it's pretty dangerous. As long as I don't take the contraceptives or estrogen or get pregnant, then I'm fine. But the way that this has affected me, I had no idea that this was a thing when I started taking birth control when I was 18 or 19. I had no idea about the probability of getting these tumors, and I don't think that the birth control industry at all does enough to make it known that this is something that could happen. So how it's affected my life personally is anytime that I have to take any kind of medicine, I'm looking up every possible side effect because I tend to get the side effects that are even the least probable to get them. So I'm very diligent about that, and it's also made me kind of a social justice person for things related to women's health. I tell everybody I can about this, and I just feel like these companies need to be held more accountable for this kind of stuff. So this is important. Knowing the probability of getting things is important so that we can make informed decisions as consumers. So that's what I have this week, and everybody enjoy.